Hi, gorgeous Cancer family. I'm so excited to sit down with you and talk through March 2019. This is such a powerful month. This is one of those months where we are taken up into the collective. We are taken up into this dreamy, fantastical space to revamp everything, to go on up and do that energy work so that when we come back down into the physical, we are ready to go. And so every sign is getting affected a little bit differently with this energy. Every sign is having a different kind of homework assignment, so to speak, with it. And that's because there's a lot moving around in March. Not only is that happening, but it's Pisces season and then into Aries season. And that shift from the 12th to the first sign is always very powerful and symbolic. No matter what your seasonal situation is, weather situation is, that energetic shift is big every year. It's huge. Pisces for you, another water sign, tends to flow really well with you. You are able to tap into the logic of Pisces in a way that other signs can't. And especially for Cancer rising, that ninth house, big vision, philosophy, worldview energy is really lit up. Pisces season's getting some extra bonuses as well because we have the new moon in Pisces as usual. We have a Mercury retrograde in Pisces. And that hasn't happened for quite a while. We've been having Mercury retrogrades in fire signs for quite a while. So this is like fully in Pisces, strong Mercury retrograde. So integration in the sign of fantasy and the collective consciousness and that higher consciousness is really powerful. It's causing us all to pull back and focus on our daydreams. The Tower popped out. Okay, Cancer, we're starting off. This card, I have to tell you, has come up for a handful of signs this month, and it is one of the energies that's going on. And the reason is we have these major shifts taking place. So this is the other thing I want to talk about with March. Chiron just recently went into Aries in February and will stay there till 2027. Now, for you guys, that's your 10th house of who you are in the world. How you put yourself out there in the world, your reputation, your career, all of that stuff, that externalized part of yourself with which you guys have that cardinal energy. So this is a big part of your journey through the world. And Chiron being in that sign, it's about revolutionizing and healing the way you think of yourself as an entrepreneur, as a go-getter, as a leader, what have you. Ace of Cups. Wow. I feel like that is such a Cancer vibe right there, like Tower and Ace of Cups. You guys are like go-getters, right? You lightning strike into new energy all the time. So that's going to be really beautiful. And let me know, and the world also wanted to come out. Wow, Cancer. These transits are going to do something really cool for you, I think. I have to say. But having Chiron there is going to help you really connect in with what you want that to look like. And it's going to be beautiful. We also have Uranus shifting into Taurus on March 6th. And that's revolutionizing in such a huge way because Uranus is the planet of electricity, of the future, of innovation, of revolution. Nothing can stay the same, right? So when he shifts signs, we're suddenly working on what we're revolutionizing in a different way. And everybody's feeling that. It's going to take us a moment to get used to that energy. And that's why I'm really glad there's a Mercury retrograde, honestly, because it forces us to slow down. Instead of being like, okay, now we have this new transit, let's go, 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 go. It's like, oh, wait a second. We have this new transit, but what we need to do is we need to do some energy work. We need to tap into our fantasy. We need to tap into our inner being. We need to listen to our inner being very carefully. And very intently, very focusedly listen into our inner being. Knight of Swords. Wow. King of Swords. Whoa. Okay, here's what I'm getting for you guys. Clarity. Crystal clear clarity. And that is unique in this month. I tell you what, a lot of signs there's some clarity and then there's fog and then there's confusion. With you guys, every single card so far has been that kind of clarity that you get when you can't unknow something and when things are just clear for you. And a little assessment. A ton of clarity, a ton of answers coming in, and then some assessment. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. There's some division going on in your world this month. There's some kind of Page of Wands, more clarity. There's some kind of shift in what you're doing, who you're around, how you see things. That lightning strike moment with the Tower comes right at the beginning of the month. I do think the new moon and the shift into Taurus and the beginning of that Mercury retrograde is going to be tender. A lot of pieces are going to shift around very quickly. And then our assignment is to take the next few weeks and really settle in, listen in, take our time, be gentle. Right? And the card just fell. I've been doing this a lot this month. Eight of Wands. Okay, more clarity. Wow. Okay, you guys have a lot of forward motion, despite that. Despite that retrograde, despite the fogginess that is coming up for Pisces season, you guys seem to be doing quite well. Most of the energy is focused on you and your big visions, right? Like Pisces into Aries season is really supportive of you being that expansive being. And it is quite valuable energy for Cancers. This is a powerful time for you all as far as how you're envisioning yourself, how you're envisioning your legacy, and Knight of Cups at the top. I love that. Okay, so here's the thing. This Tower is so instrumental for you. Like the fact that this was the first card out says a lot. And by the way, we also have a Libra full moon. I don't want to forget to mention this. A Libra full moon at 0 degrees in your fellow cardinal sign of Libra. Like that 4th house energy that you actually rule is getting lit up. Who's in your home? Who's around you? How are you feeling within your home space? So big questions are coming up this month, right? And apparently you're getting your answers. I think that the sense that I get, especially if the Tower is coming right out, is you've had some questions, you've had some concerns, you've had some queries that have been going on internally for a little bit, since 2019 began. And you've been wanting that clarity. You've been wanting that crispness and that clarity. Well, the Tower here is about that. It's about breaking out of an old routine, an old habit. It's about breaking out of any old narratives, and it's about toppling something that's no longer serving. Right? So it's pretty powerful, intense energy. But I kind of get the sense that you're releasing yourself from some kind of prison of your own making, or a prison. It's something that's felt imprisoning, right? And you see so clearly what it is and why you don't want to have it anymore. But what's really wild about it, you guys, is the fact that as soon as that hits, you get this huge infusion of new forward-moving energy. I mean, come on. Ace of Cups, the World, and the Knight of Swords. It's like that Tower energy is not stopping you. In fact, it's exactly the fuel you've needed to have everything you've wanted. There's a whole new energetic chapter opening up for you. In the way you love, in the way you create, in the way you give, in the way you connect. You're getting all the goods here, right? You're getting some kind of infusion of opportunity and connection. And it's really strong. But it does hinge on you being willing to go here, right? It does hinge on you being willing to strike down what no longer serves. The Tower is so much about toppling the aristocracy, toppling the power dynamic, and that Uranus rules Aquarius, which is the revolutionary of the people, right? So that's like really fitting, and it's about electricity. The Tower, so toppling the aristocracy, toppling the power dynamics that are at play. That can be within yourself. That can be within relationships around you. That can be within projects around you that are holding you tight. And there is freedom in the Tower, right? It can feel a little overwhelming because it is also just that knowing, right? And this card, like I said, it's been showing up for a ton of people this month, so you're not alone. There's something going on with the way we're seeing the world that is really changing. But there's this sense that once you see what you need to see, you can't unsee it with that energy. And it seems to be giving you guys a lot of freedom. Now, it's bringing in some personalities, right? I mean, these two guys right here want to communicate. They want to send you messages. They want to talk to you. They want to get things moving. They want to find rational approaches to everything. They don't really want to wait around. They want to get to the good stuff, have it out, have that conversation. So if you're having kind of pushier air signs, take any time you need to reset, because they don't get to call the shots, right? You get to call what works for you. You get to call the shots on what works for you, what is comfortable for you, not vice versa, right? Here's the other side of this, though. While this could be personality showing up for you, this can also very much be that you are communicating ideas and needs and desires very clearly this month. That you are very clear in your mindset and in what you need, that you are very clear in what is coming up for you. That could be very strong this month. And it could almost feel kind of alarming the way you want to express yourself and the way you want to put that out there and be clear about everything, right? And that's where this assessment energy is coming in as well, because what I'm kind of getting is you're getting a whole bunch of infusion of clarity. You're getting a whole bunch of the answers you've been waiting for. You're getting a whole bunch of the green lights you've been waiting for. You're getting that go, go, go energy. And it's amazing, and it's what you've wanted, and it's how you've been wanting to work and transform. And it's also a little overwhelming. It's also a little bit of, I need to reassess. I need to slow down and take this in. And that's okay, because Mercury retrograde is about integration. It is about slowing down and feeling quiet and taking the time to do it. It is about that soft, sweet, quiet space. And I do think it's important for you to take that time, Cancer. In the midst of all of this movement and revolution around you, it's okay to take this time. After all, it is Mercury retrograde, and that is a beautiful gift given to us to integrate, to slow down, to cherish, to take in the sweetness and the softness and the slowness of life. However, by the time we hit Aries season, what do we have going on? But we have Page of Wands and Eight of Wands. More forward motion. So take any time you can to rest, to integrate, because you've got so much forward motion. Oh my goodness, look at that. This is high speed, this is quick, and the thing with Page of Wands and Eight of Wands is they're both about practical real world things happening, right? Creative projects happening, doors opening up, movement happening and being made all around you. It's very strong energy for that. So if you've been waiting to get into a creative project, or you've been waiting to start a project, you've been waiting to get started on those adventures, this energy is now opening that up for you. So you have everything behind you. Not only that, as your passion for what you're doing in the world, and as your passion for where you're taking your energy and where you're putting it, and you're just being the star of the show, the Knight of Cups shows up. The people you want around you shows up. The people who are open, who are giving, who are loving, who are supportive, who want to know you, who want to share with you, show up. And that is such a powerful thing. That new beginning energy is so strong. And I think that there's something about your magnetism this month that is really running the show. Wow. This month is easy in some ways for you guys because you have such a clarity of purpose. Now, the one thing I will say, like I said, we have a lot of moving parts and pieces this month. And everybody's kind of finding their footing within these new transits. It's a lot of information to take in. So even if you are feeling really vibrant, really excited, really these good energies are coming in to work with you and be around you, the good communication is coming in, the clarity is coming in, the shifts are coming in, even if that's the case, just make sure that you're slowing down and integrating consistently. Don't push yourself too hard because it's still going to be a lot to take in. Especially, sometimes the more we're doing, the more successful we're being, the more we're getting what we want, the more we need to integrate actually, because we're doing so much frequency changing at that point that our energetic bodies are needing check-ins more than ever. Sometimes when things are moving a little slower, it's a little bit more of a melancholy time. We actually don't need as much rest as when things are going really well and the joy is so vibrant, because that is when our energetic bodies are really moving around. So just check in with yourselves. Take very good care of yourselves. I would love to work with you guys. If you are interested in doing a birthday reading, I would suggest getting it on the calendar because I'm booking into kind of the Cancer season. So if you guys are interested in that, you can visit my website, SARAHTAROT.com. I do phone and Zoom and Skype readings, so I'd love to connect with you. You can also follow me on Instagram at SarahVerba. I just recently changed my handle over to my name. I'm getting it all put under one umbrella. I'm very excited about that. So those are two great ways to connect with me. I'm also wearing PinkLune's gorgeous jewelry. You can find her on her Etsy shop. I'll leave the link below. She's giving you 15% off her gorgeous pieces just for being here and a part of this family. She's one of the true loves of my life. I love her so much. Another person that I really love and will connect and would be happy to connect you with is my friend Taylor, who does amazing one-on-one holistic business coaching. She has a lot of experience with social media and running campaigns, but she's really transformed that into working with people who have something to say, have something to share with the world, and need a little bit of help navigating that whole world. She's amazing at giving you resources and tools that are fit to you and coming up with a strategy that will work really well for you. So if you're looking for somebody like that, go check her out at Untethered Soul. She has Instagram and a website that you can connect with her there. And I just tell you about my friends because I love them. And I want to share the beautiful work they do in the world because we don't do any of this alone. Everybody has different skill sets and we all have different beautiful talents and gifts and abilities. And I know that these two people have talents and gifts that leave me in awe all of the time, and I love sharing them with you. So, and also let me know if you're interested in me doing those Uranus and Chiron transit readings so that we can kind of talk about what the next 8-year cycle will look like for each of the energies, each of the signs, and how to utilize it to the best advantage. And to understand, I think Chiron and Uranus can be a little bit misunderstood and kind of approached with a little bit of fear, and I think that honestly they're such useful tools, and they're always doing something. So we should get into it, I feel like. But let me know if you think that's something you'd want to see. I'd love to produce that for you guys and talk through it. I will see you for more Moon Magics for the April readings. Take really good care of yourselves, my loves. I'm sending you my heart and lots of love.